and welcome to the news at 7 on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM Abuja. My name is Oikeke Igado Kure. The headlines this hour. President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria has no regrets fighting apartheid in South Africa. On the foreign scene, 90 migrants feared dead as boat capsizes off Libya coast. And in sports, Super Eagles tackle Morocco in the final game in Chan 2018. Details in a moment. Please do stay with us. And other news in full. President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria had no regrets fighting the scourge of apartheid in South Africa until full democratic system was established in that country. The president stated this when he received the outgoing South African High Commissioner to Nigeria, Lulu Nguni, at the State House in Abuja. On Friday, the president said Nigeria made lots of sacrifices during the years of apartheid to ensure that full rights were restored to all citizens, irrespective of the color of their skin. According to him, bilateral relations between Nigeria and South Africa would be improved, especially in trade, where both countries have areas of viable advantage. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Ibrahim Idris, has said the crisis between herdsmen and farmers across the country escalated due to the enactment of the anti-grazing law. He urged states to suspend the anti-grazing laws until branches had been put in place by the federal government. He spoke during a closed-door meeting with the Senate Committee on Police at the National Assembly on Friday. Idris also said about 100 people have been arrested in connection with the Benue killings. Meanwhile, the presidency has condemned what it calls a rise in the promotion of hate speech by the media, especially as it relates to the farmers' headers crisis in Benue State. President Muhammadu Buhari's spokesman, Garba Shehu, in Abuja on Friday, said the growing lack of respect for journalism ethics and press laws in the Nigerian media, especially regarding the clashes in Benue State, is very unfortunate. He said the frequent expressions of hate speech published by newspapers in news stories and especially in columns have become a source of concern to all Nigerians. Shehu said apart from journalism ethics, there is the risk of inciting the public to actions that will have gory consequences for the entire nation for generations to come. He also appealed to the media to show more decorum and professionalism in the reportage of security and humanitarian situation in Nigeria. It is almost impossible to imagine the huge risk that many African migrants take to try and flee poverty and war. Many Nigerians have died trying to cross over to Europe through the Mediterranean Sea, with reports of hundreds dying daily, while others are sold as slaves in Libya and other countries across the world. Despite the horrifying reports, the crave by Nigerians to seek greener pastures outside the country continue to grow every day. Okpayemi Amdalat and Omolara Olaya were in Human Rights Radio Abuja to seek for help of the Brekete Family Project.
We heard that in Kaduna Dialogue number 35 Ala Akilo Road, they are helping people get job in Saudi Arabia, so we applied to them. So later we decided not to go again, that they should return our passport to us. Then they said we should pay 30,000 if we want to collect our passport. So I carried the matter to NAPTIP Kaduna, who says Zone 5. So I called ordinary president on phone during the program, and he said I should call that Feridi. So I came here and I will narrate everything to him. So now we want Brekete family to help us recover our passport to us.
So I come here, me ordinary president, help us to collect our passport for Dialogue office for us. Because they say I will pay 30,000 naira before I collect them. I don't get money to pay 30,000 naira, and I make me come here, they help us. I don't want to go Saudi again.
Director General of the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, Julie Oka Donley, in an interview with Human Rights Radio, warned Nigerians against wanting to seek greener pastures abroad.
The only advice I always give is they should give us information, because NAPTIP works with information. When you have people promising you jobs outside Nigeria, that is a red flag. You know, the first thing you do is to call NAPTIP to tell us who this person is and the nature of the job. Because unfortunately, as much as we are trying to educate people and sensitize people on the ills and consequences of human trafficking, these traffickers are coming up with new methods every day. Now we have agents, so-called agents, claiming that they are taking these girls and boys out of the country for jobs as nurses, as house helps, and all the rest. So they are coming with new devices every day. So all they need to do is to ask questions. If you ask questions, it's so simple. We'll advise you accordingly. And information, some of us see things, we don't say anything. We see what's going on, what our neighbors are doing, what is happening in the neighborhood. Nobody says anything. With information, we'll be able to nip this in the bud.
Nigerians have called on the Federal Capital Territory FCT administration to increase its empowerment programs to cover more women as a means of curbing incidences of commercial sex workers in Abuja. Those who spoke with Human Rights Radio in Abuja said enforcement of the ban on commercial sex workers in Abuja may not yield much results if majority of women are not empowered.
If you look at a common recurring decimal among the prostitutes, is that most of them are single mothers. There's always this need to take care of your child, and the mother is always willing to do anything to take care of her child. Most of them, you discover that they are either single mothers or divorcees, or those that are not empowered educationally to go back to school or to get a decent job.
Most women or ladies are not empowered. They don't have enough to take care of themselves. Responsibilities are increasing by the day. And I even learned that some married women to go into it. Present societal ills, talking about loss of morality generally. Our religious institutes are not helping. There are so many reasons. They want to meet up with some fashion trends. Some of them want to go to school, but maybe because some of their friends have gone to school and they look at it as intimidating to them, so they want to go at all costs. This present administration can create programs for those who have been brought out of it to help educate them. They can create facilities that can empower them, educational enlightenment campaigns that will help them know that whatever point, prostitution is not it at all.
But some of them is just out of sheer greed. They're after money, they're after the good things of life. Those ones are the greedy ones. But most of them discover that they have challenges that make them to go into prostitution. So if government can empower them, but at least through allowing them to learn a trade or giving them jobs, many of them will be out of the streets. It's not really the wish of any decent girl to go into prostitution.
It's not just by banning them. Let's first of all find out what is making these people go out there to prostitute. Do we have the enabling environment for these people to do something? Most of them have on their own empowered themselves by learning some trade. But do we have the environment for them now to put this trade into use? We don't.
The coordinator, Abuja Metropolitan Management Agency, AMMC, Umar Shehu, had told FCT correspondents that the administration, in collaboration with security agencies, will soon commence night patrol to rid Abuja of commercial sex workers. And we'll take a short break now. We'll be right back. Please do stay with us. Welcome back. And on the foreign scene, Kenyan police on Friday arrested an outspoken member of the opposition Miguna in a dawn raid on his Nairobi home. Miguna is said to be a provocative firebrand. He attended the Tuesday mock swearing-in of opposition leader Raila Odinga as the people's president, in defiance of last year's election that saw Uhuru Kenyatta win a second term. On Thursday, he urged supporters to take down portraits of President Kenyatta and burn them. Miguna's arrest follows that of Kaj Wang, a lawyer who was arrested on Wednesday and is due to be charged with treason and unlawful assembly. Friday's arrest is the latest twist in the long saga of Kenya's disputed elections, which saw the Supreme Court annul the result of the initial August poll and Odinga boycotting the October rerun. Odinga insists he is the real winner and therefore the legitimate president. He has also sworn himself in. Reports say at least 90 people were feared dead on Friday in the latest migrant tragedy in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Libya, the UN Migration Agency has said. The International Organization for Migration, in a statement, added that 10 bodies are reported to have washed up on Libyan shores, including 2 Libyan nationals and 8 Pakistanis. The agency has repeatedly issued warnings over the extreme dangers facing migrants who try to reach Europe, the Mediterranean route, which connects Libya to Italy. Excluding Friday's tragedy, 218 migrants have already died on the central route in 2018, according to the UN figures. And in sports, Nigeria's Super Eagles Team B will tomorrow trade tackles with Morocco, host of the ongoing African Nations Championship CHAN 2018, after beating Sudan to qualify for the finals of the tournament.
As a patriotic fan that I am, nobody is wishing his team to lose. Yes, we are expecting good football from them. We are expecting them to win. The same Lord that has been guiding them all through to this final stage. We are expecting to be in work that Sunday. Although Moroccans play good football, you can't take that fight away from them. But we are still expecting something. By His grace, we are going to get a trophy.
I'm a Nigerian. I'm a patriotic one, and I so much love my country. And sincerely speaking, I wish this country the very best in this tournament. And come the final, I'm believing we are taking it. God's grace.
Seriously, Morocco are unbeaten for this tournament, and they are the one that hosts this tournament, and they play good football more than the Shine Eagle. But I wish them the best so that we can come out victoriously. Thank you.
The Super Eagles coach, Salisu Yusuf, has said Morocco is beatable in the final game of the CAF African Nations Championship billed for Sunday tomorrow in Casablanca. This is the first time Nigeria is making it to the finals of the competition. And we wish Nigeria the best of lucks. But that's the news for this hour. We'd like to remind you that President Muhammadu Buhari has said Nigeria has no regrets fighting apartheid in South Africa. On the foreign scene, 90 migrants feared dead as boat capsizes off Libya coast on Friday. In sports, Super Eagles tackle Morocco in the final game in CHAN 2018. And that's the news for this hour. Thank you for listening. My name is Oikeke Igado Kure.